There's a piece at Salon also that pointed out that Bernie Sanders is showing that the United States is much more progressive in the literal definition, the political definition of that word, than a lot of people think. The writer, Eliza Webb, says despite the political division in Washington, the far-right rancor being spewed by Republican candidates, and the contention in the Democratic race over Wall Street, campaign finance reform, universal health care, and how to handle ISIS, poll after poll shows that the people of this country strongly support progressive, liberal, and democratic socialist ideas. Now, this should not be a newsflash. If you were to disguise or eliminate the political overtones to a questionnaire that said to people, do you think you should have health care that is easily affordable and covers all of your needs? They would say yes. Do you think that the big banks, after what happened in 2008, after what happened in the savings and loan debacle back in the 80s, it keeps repeating, do you think that the big banks exert too much influence and power? Just about everybody's going to say yes. Do you think that continuing to send billions of dollars to Egypt and to Israel and to other countries in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, providing everybody with weaponry, do you think maybe that's not a good idea? The vast majority of people would say, no, I don't think it's a good idea at all. Do you believe that everybody should have a chance at a quality education? Who's going to say no? Do you believe that working people, if they actually have a job, a full-time job, it should pay enough to provide for them certainly the basic necessities, but beyond that, if somebody's working 40 hours a week, shouldn't they be making an income that takes care of necessities of life plus? Isn't that the whole idea? The average person is going to say, yeah, all of these ideas are democratic socialist ideas. They're progressive ideas. But because they have been so disfigured by these filthy right-wing Republicans and their evangelical hitmen, the average person doesn't realize. I believe this. I've believed this for 30 years. The average person, especially the average white person, let me qualify it. I have to. Sorry, that's just the way it is. The average Caucasian in this country does not have a clue as to what he or she is voting against when they vote for a Republican. And this is the dual track that Bernie Sanders has to travel. He's got to explain to people that it is horribly self-defeating for them, their families, and the country if they continue to vote against their own best interests. And he's also got to convince them that democratic socialism is pretty much a foundation of so many economic institutions or safety net institutions in this country.